Hello everybody, my internet name is Left, and I'm a deeply mentally ill person. I've been to different psychs, I've worked with multiple different therapists, I've been prescribed various heavy and not so much meds. Yeah, it's the full course. No autism though. Yay? In this video, I'm gonna talk about how being mentally ill affects my Changa's life, my relationships with people, my way of thinking and behaving. So if you're also insane, you probably won't find any new information and will just hear some relatable stuff. But if you're normal and have always been wondering how people with BPD or bipolar see the world, I think this is what you've been looking for. Before we get to the topic, I have a small favor to ask. No, it's not subscribing. Please try to be patient with people like me. While I am trying to explain how my thought process works, you will never truly understand it if you're not insane yourself. You won't be able to determine what exact feelings we feel at any given moment, so just try to be there for us. It really goes a long way and helps with all the isolation we learn to put ourselves into throughout our lives. Anyway, here is a list of mental issues I have. Heavy depressive disorder, borderline personality disorder, body dysmorphia disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder. Fun, fun, fun. Lots of fun. Most of those are diagnosed, but if you knew me closely, you would definitely agree I have all of them. It's also not exactly easy to keep your mental health in check in Russia, so I'm still figuring things out, and that list is subject to change. Well, I don't really know what else to say. I could tell you a bit about my eating disorder, but that's like the most white girl thing ever. I'm pretty sure you heard enough about it from your girl. Okay, who am I lying to? From your female You've probably heard about it online, or from two women talking to each other at a safe distance from you. I think the most important difference between a sane person and someone like me is that you will generally never have much stability in your life, and there's absolutely no way you will have a consistent view of yourself and your abilities. No joke. I can think of some parts of myself very highly and be confident in my skills, but literally in a span of 5 minutes I could spiral down into self-hatred to the point of sabotaging my relationships with people and my own health sometimes. One day you'll feel like an electric goddess coming into the human realm to impress the simple-minded creatures, and the next day, no, fuck it, not even the next day. And in the next couple of hours you'll feel like you're not even worthy of breathing the same air as people around you. I recently have been trying to improve my looks by losing weight, trying out some new skincare items, and styling my hair differently, which actually did make me think a little bit better about myself. But a couple of weeks ago, for zero reason, I suddenly felt as ugly as a goddamn troll. I immediately cancelled a meeting I had with some friends I haven't seen in a long time, because I thought they would make fun of how I look. I decided it would be better if not only they, but everyone I know never saw me again. The next 2 days, I spent hysterically crying on my bed. All I could think about at the time is how I have no one who cares about me, no one who would want to spend some time with me. Which is so stupid, right? Considering I'm the one who just decided to miss out on a friend hangout. And also considering I have a fat ass and adorable face. This was just a fresh example of my mood swings affecting my life. Sometimes I'll pass on job offers, on invitations to hang out, on opportunities to meet new people, and so much more. At any point, no matter what's happening in my life, a paralyzing doubt can occupy my mind, making me nothing more than just a sobbing worm. And you know what doesn't help either? My personal delusions about the world. These mood swings I told you about make me feel like there's only black and white. I want to either be first or to not be at all. This way of thinking is horrible. And if you feel that you have a similar one, please do your best to change that. To this day, I have trouble of not holding myself to the highest standard possible and then punishing myself for not reaching them. I know I shouldn't expect much from myself. I know I shouldn't hurt myself for not reaching these expectations. I know it doesn't make me a lesser person, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna do it. If you have more than 90 IQ, you probably already figured out that being this way seriously damages one's ability to keep people around, especially friends that you are close with. The amount of discomfort I can cause by just simply telling other people how much I suck and how much I want to die has irreparably damaged multiple close relationships I had. I've met amazing, kind and patient people, and all of them were sooner or later fed up with my destructive behavior and self-sabotaging talks. Not only I reach out to people when I feel shitty and sabotage our relationship, relationships by just talking myself down in front of them. I also have an insane amount of anxiety towards ones that are close to me. I need constant confirmation that someone still loves me, that someone still considers me a friend, that someone still likes what I do. And obviously, this need for affirmation pushes people away as well. By the way, could you, like this video? Or maybe leave a nice comment? I'm not pro-social or anything. It's for the YouTube algorithm, okay? I really wish I could repair some bridges I burned this way, but I still care about the people who threw me out of their lives, so for their own peace of mind, I won't even try doing it. If possible, I think it's for the better if I never get close with anyone. Obviously not better for me, because I'll be crying in the corner of my room while screaming that I have no one in my life, but at least I won't spill all of my mental bullshit on innocent people. Speaking of, I think being mentally ill helped me to better understand other people and their feelings, thanks to the fact that I spent a lot of time trying to analyze my own ones. I guess I'm a good listener, especially in crisis situations. I didn't really have anyone who would tell me how it is, but at the same time support me during difficult times, so I try to be that person for others. I suffer, and I don't think anyone else should. Another benefit of being mentally ill is that I guess when I'm not psychotic over pettiest dumbest things ever, I'm a very creative and entertaining person. I have abysmal self-esteem, but I do genuinely think I'm the most creative person in my life. I can think of anything. I think if I also had schizophrenia, I could do stuff like imagining new numbers or colors and shit, but sadly even my creativity has its limits. Still, I will always have a bunch of themes I want to talk about with other people and a bunch of ideas I'd like to try out in writing or art. And yes, it's worth talking about my motivation behind said art. What exactly pushes me to create content? Is it self-fulfillment? No. The thing that pushes me to do most activities in my life is the worst addiction I've ever had. Attention. The chemicals in my brain push me to ridiculous lengths just to draw attention to myself. I want to be seen and loved. I need other people to think about me. It's like not even a social need anymore, it's like a biological one. And the funny thing is, if I don't receive attention to feed my narcissism, then my depression takes over and sends me into a spiral of self-sabotage and misery. As I said before, living like this makes it impossible to have a consistent outlook on your self-worth. I don't know how to even put it into words, but it's like I can't allow myself to not be a one-sided character. There's no way I can have losses and failures in my life, because I never see those happen to other people. And even if I understand that failing is natural, I still can't forgive myself. Why wasn't I good enough? Did I not do as much as I should have done? Can I even ever be enough? Even this video I'm pretty sure is destined to fail. My voice isn't as pretty as other girls who do this kind of storytime videos. My accent is annoying, my input isn't anything mind-blowing or new, my editing isn't bloated with a fuck ton of After Effects infographics. So how and why would I even succeed? See, I'm just writing the script and already spiraling down. Which I guess leads us to the worst part of being mentally ill, to something that has been poisoning my life for as long as 4 years at this point. Complete lack of belief. Whenever I'm not on medication, which is usually a bunch of neurotransmitters, I can never have any hope for a better future. All my past and current achievements are nullified, and the future seems dreadful and bleak. I wake up every day without any desire to keep going, without any desire to get up and try to take more steps towards my goals. Well, what used to be my goals? I don't really have any of those anymore. I used to dream of making my own animated show, but I've been failing at my uni classes and my art is less than fine. I've been dreaming of moving to the West and living a safe life and no one can arrest me for memes I post or drone strike me, but no one really wants to let someone like me in. I've been dreaming of looking like normal people, getting asked out and complimented about my looks, but my genes had other plans. And none of that is really achievable, none of that will ever happen. I can only think of those unrealistic childish dreams while surviving through the crippling reality. No matter what I do, I won't be enough to achieve those. Just my default. Just by the way I was born. I am incredibly jealous of all the people who got better lives just because they were born the right way. In a rich country, without mental illnesses, wealthy, pretty, smart, talented. I could go all day, but I think I should stop now. No one likes to hear this stuff, even when it's true. I wish I could say I'm just being depressed and negative, but well, that's just the way it is. The endless packs of pills I get prescribed to shove down my throat don't make me feel any better. They just give me a delusion that it's not as bad as I think, when in reality it pretty much is. I still take the pills when I can afford them. Sometimes I can take a little more than prescribed for fun. I hope it makes people around me feel at ease, knowing I'm not as suicidal right now as I usually am. I think there's no pill that would actually make me normal one day. No pill can make my voice sound nice, make my face look pretty, make my brain function correctly. You could say, well, you're supposed to fix your problems yourself. I know. But I'm not that type of person. I'm not someone who can keep going despite literally fucking everything in my life telling me, oh, it's gonna get worse, just you wait. I guess now's the time where I should tell you how the road to recovery is hard and long, but achievable. That despite everything, I'm doing better. Um, uh, if you want to hear that, then yes. I am doing better currently and feeling less depressed little by little each day. My life is hard, but I still love it. Now it's time to turn off the video and be inspired by my persistence. Okay, now the non-canonical YouTube ending aside, I'm pretty sure there's not much endurance left in me. I plan to probably get done with it by 25, because when I'm 25, still living in Russia with my family, without career or a lover, that's when you know it's not gonna get better. I really do wish I could write a better ending for this video. I'm sorry. I suppose the conclusion I want to give you is that mentally ill people don't operate the same way you do. Our actions don't come from logic, and our feelings may be odd or out of place. This isn't a reason to invalidate our worries and despairs, quite the opposite. While it's easier for us to get knocked down into depression, compliments and support from other people do a lot more to us than they would do to a healthy person. So, support your local BP demons. However, please also remember that you don't owe anyone your empathy. Don't let emotional vampires use their various tools to get pity and favors out of you. Be very careful when trying to befriend an unstable person. And what about the conclusion I would give to myself? Well, I guess I should be thankful to people who are still around me right now. I want to be someone helpful and supportive for other normal people. I won't ever be normal myself, and I won't ever experience actual happiness. But I think it's still possible for me to make someone else's life a little brighter and a little more bearable. Be kinder to yourself, and have a good night.